Transplant tourism, risks, and benefits. What is transplant tourism? This form of medical tourism is practiced by people who need urgent medical attention due to either end stages of chronic diseases which lead to multiple organ failure, or when the patient has sustained lesions damaging internal organs. Transplant tourism consists of going to a foreign country to have organ transplant. Most of the times, people prefer going abroad for a transplant for benefits such as no waiting lists for a donor organ, or cheaper medical expenses. Benefits of transplant tourism. The benefits of transplant tourism, if we are to look at the big picture, can be seen in the number of people recuperating after the surgery and leading on healthy, normal lives. From the patient's perspective, transplant tourism can help betters live through a new healthy organ. The promise of a new, disease-free life. Cheaper medical bills. From the surgeon's perspective, transplant tourism can help improve a certain area of medical interest by allowing doctors, and medical staff in general, better themselves in performing a specific medical procedure. The medical personnel in charge of the intervention have the chance of becoming specialized in that particular field. The more transplants being made in a certain country or hospital, the more money there is for research and development. The more donors you have, the more organs you have. This imposes the need for a centralized system in order to keep track of donors and recipients, which leads to a better functionality of the medical system in itself. From the donor's perspective, donating an organ implies the most consideration for human life, and the courage to undergo an operation voluntarily. Organ donors are the real heroes of this story. The risks they expose themselves to are sometimes even greater than the ones the recipient is exposed to. The risks of transplant tourism. It depends a great deal firstly on the legal bindings of the country that you are visiting. Also, there might be a problem with the donor itself. Many of the living donors which are willing to sell different organs for some quick cash come from an impoverished background. You may not even be aware that you are part of an illegal organ donation. Ethical issues. Supposedly the operation is a success, but you relapse within a week. Not many doctors operate in order to straighten out where another doctor messed up. PlacidWay. If you want to know more, contact us.